Drew Barrymore.
Yes, Mr. Jim Ferguson, who I love so much.
I love you too, you know
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
You know, I watch you every day.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I do.
You really
I get
are.
so excited when
Thank
I see
you.
him, like, there's Jim.
We had so much fun on The Wedding Singer,
I
and I
know.
predicted it was going to do well, and it did. And this, as this one is too, Ever After. I have not heard one negative remark about this movie from any of my colleagues. They love it,
That's
and the
so
audiences will
wonderful.
too.
Oh, I'm so
And
glad
here
to
we
hear
are,
that.
Drew, in a fairy tale setting. In Greenbrier, Virginia, of all places, and it fits this movie, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's been so wonderful working with Fox, by the way. I mean, they've sort of kept this theme going for the movie that's a real honor to us.
Yeah.
And to work under those circumstances, we all feel so blessed. And it's just been great. And there is a traditionalism in this movie. Yet there's a contemporary attainability, which to me, for period pieces, are really, really wonderful because they do seem like separate worlds. But one of the things that ties that in and makes it relatable is, although evolution has changed, the human emotions that we all experience and go through, the desires that we have, the loves that we seek, the power and what to do with it. What is power? And I think that the best aspect of power is that you have some leverage to make things better.
Yes.
And that's something that we talk about in this film when it comes to royalty. What a fortunate position that is to be in, not because of what is on the exterior, but because you can change the world and make it better.
And that happens in this film. There are many, many versions of this old fairy tale, Cinderella.
Yes.
This version, I feel, gets it right. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
It gets it
Jim,
right. Your
thanks.
Cinderella is not waiting to be rescued. She has feelings of democracy. She quotes Thomas More.
And I read Utopia. What an incredible book. Oh, my God. I unfortunately admit I hadn't read it before this film, but I read it prior to filming, and I thought it was so incredible that at the time when this book was written, how advanced it was, and yet it still holds so true. And how life can be so beautiful, and equality, and to love everyone with a lack of
Actually,
judgment.
she had the roots of the founding fathers of this country in her mind. She was thinking democracy and equality, and I like that about her. And I think people walk out of the theater thinking, I hope that this is the real story, that it really happened this way.
Well, I think the way that that Andy Tennant, the director, set it up, which is so clever, I feel, is why have the cliches been the way they were? And we sort of say that they derive from this very true story that existed in history, and you know that the certain like themes have come from them. Why did the stepmother hate Cinderella? What is the glass slipper aspect? Why did the prince fall in love with her on sight? And in our version, he didn't at all. It's a love story between the two of them.
Exactly.
Which I always wanted. I wanted more of the prince. I was like, who is he? Why is she in love with him? And so we answer all of those questions, and we try to take the references and the themes and answer them in a very realistic way.
And outside of all that philosophy, which we've been talking about, it is a beautiful fairy tale look. It's just beautiful to look at, filmed in France. And like The Wedding Singer, you know, my favorite scene was the kiss. And in the Franciscan library, Doug Ray, a lucky guy.
He's so wonderful. Our Prince Charming is absolutely charming. He is so wonderful.
Doug Ray Scott, yeah.
Doug Ray Scott. He's
Doug Ray,
so,
I'm sorry, I mispronounced his name.
I think I think you can say it either way. And he's just wonderful, and to work with him was such an extraordinary pleasure because he, you know, everything to me in a film is research. And you become that person, and then you go out there and you can answer any question. There's no doubt in one bone of your body of who this person is and what they're about. And you know, I read and I studied the accent, and I studied the history and the land, and you know, read Utopia and did all that stuff. And he was the exact same way. I mean, he was just, you know, this well of knowledge, and it was such a gift to work with someone who cared that much and was
and he's
passionate.
Very good. Yes.
He's so good. I mean, you go on this journey with this man from beginning to end, and his character has such an incredible arc. And I think men are really going to be able to relate to what he's going through. And as far as young women, I think they'll really be able to relate to my character because it is the pure heart and mind that
Oh,
wins.
definitely, definitely.
And it is
They're giving me this, you know.
the roundup.
The roundup. But I do want to say before I leave here, okay?
Okay.
If Da Vinci were alive, he would have painted you, because that portrait is just, I wish I had one. And two, I want to read my quote, okay, as I leave, all right?
Okay.
Drew Barrymore will forever be the perfect Cinderella. Drew, thank you.